you have an opportunity to stake your claim to one of those coveted playoff positions. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Wolverines will kick it away to start us off. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense is on the field for the first time today. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. We watch them on film. They're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Holds and fires complete to the right. Out across the 20, they'll mark him out of bounds right at the 21-yard line. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one, too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12, wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
You could tell he saw that grass open up, and he was not handing that football off. He was taking it himself. His eyes got enormous, chewed up the big play. Nice big chunk play for this offense.
The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Finds his target down the middle. Open space at the 25. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. And there was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 51 yards out. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will try to get something going with their first possession. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Dropping back, it's Underwood. Lofts one high and deep. He's got it inside the 25. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll try to get it in with the run. That's going for the goal line. And handoff from the gun. Fights off a defender. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are at that.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a Nationals.
Time to take a shot. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets him 30-plus.
Well, you can see the effect that last run play had on the defense. They had a really good-looking run, and all of a sudden they come back with play action. Everybody bites. They play downhill, and it opens up a guy up top for the offense. Really nice job setting up that shot play to get an explosive one through the air.
They keep count of their number of explosive plays, and that last one has them set up 1st and 10 at the 19. Give to the running back. Fighting off the defender. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go right back to the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the 1st down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown Sooners!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Nebraska is ahead early in Lincoln, but that's not exactly Mike Rozier out there running the ball. This game is a long way from over. They're up by 7 over Bowling Green. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The picks up more than 30.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Got the first down. Looking for more. As they come over the football, 1 minute to go here in the first. Got the quick completion.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
He wants to change this route. Off play action. Using his feet to buy time. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a second and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of downs.
Got it in the middle, it's Sategna. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run it from the gun. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense up front? Their front seven, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
Wants to throw. It's Hawkins. Pressure coming. That pass is well on target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions, and how you feel about this, playing your old...
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the second play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything the play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And here comes the offense on second down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication.
Open space in the middle. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Sooners, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. To the 15. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red, inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a touchdown.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. And the D denied them on second and goal.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on first down in goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you.
Going for the goal line. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Underwood. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for deep.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And he was held in check in game 1, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the second ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
And the Wolverines line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And the Sooners with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for a crease, it's Fletcher. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Really tough run there. He got 4. That'll leave him a yard short on fourth down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Going for the marker on the ground. Ran through the contact. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42.
I'm not a huge analytics guy, but on 4th and 1, if you're going to get pushed like that from your O-line, I say go for it every time.
Here's the pressure. He'll try to do it himself. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from it. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense, get him to the ground for no gain.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Right on the money. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. Here's a hit. And they get him down for the sack, and they'll go to the locker room feeling good about their pass rush. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Sooners will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Starting this third quarter on the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Makes the grab. It's Glover. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get into the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
To the ground with the back. Breaks into the open. Past the first down marker and still running. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. To the air. It's Underwood. They're setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Wolverines need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Stewart. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the second half if they're going to win this game.
They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. They use the end around first play of the drive. That'll get the eyes moving. They couldn't get anybody to bite on that one, and they'll stop him behind the line. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to pass, it's Underwood. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And I think that right there has been one of the biggest stories of this game so far. The reason this team trails is they can't get one of their best players the football in the passing game. This guy's a weapon. He eats defenses alive each and every week and has yet to make one catch in this game.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And the Wolverines will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. No fair catches here, looking for room. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Rides the back on the option to give.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Running back searching for a hole. Picks up the 1st down. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains in there. At the 41.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Fletcher. Tough run. Gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Tight end now in motion. Running the red zone. It's Robinson. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
Really nice run there, and you've seen him do this a time and time again in this game so far. You've got the lead. We're way late in the third quarter now. Not going to surprise me if they just keep leaning on this guy a little bit. Keep force-feeding him the football because he is looking really good.
A designed run for the quarterback. And they're able to keep him from scoring as he's guided out of bounds at the 5. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Sooners!
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up. But getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. That's reeled in, it's Stewart. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Wolverines can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Throws to the tight end. He's got it. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Looking for a man. It's Underwood. He hurls one deep down the left side. And the deep shot was knocked away incomplete, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's get the call. This defense is... To protect the lead, you have to make the offense work for it, and a personal foul just gives them yards. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Looking to throw on first down. Rushes on him. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
And the Wolverines trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Sends it downfield, and he's got it at the tag. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Going for 6. Touchdown!
This QB starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
And it's picked off at the goal line. Stepped out of bounds right at the 17-yard line after the pick. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They want to run this quarterback. Turning it on! And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
I mean, talk about hard to stop. Like, so many weapons, so much speed, and then your quarterback is going to go 50-plus. Defensive coordinators, that's why nobody wants to play defense anymore or coach defense. You want to be on the offensive side of the football because otherwise you got to defend weapons like these that are just weapons of mass destruction.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Northern Illinois is getting cooked right now. I mean, it's all over but the crying. A lopsided affair with miscues and missed tackles.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Things did not go on the way they planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Wolverines headed quickly to the line.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Dropping back, it's Underwood. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Looking to throw on first down. Complete downfield. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they add 6 more to the board with it.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Sooner offense returns to the field. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Slippery route, 27. Bloomsburg University, 7.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Red pass, it's complete. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. He's going to take off.
Tell you what, that read game really slows you down defensively, kind of makes you play responsibility football. And when you get chunks like that on first down as an offense, I would continue to come back to it.
And the Sooners have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Out of the gun to give to the back. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. They'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Quarterback will keep it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
You know, this offensive line, they just kind of hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. If you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Sooners!
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the 4th. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Underwood. That's caught. It's Morgan. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. back to pass. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Line getting set on second down. They want to run it left here. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. One more play to pad the stats. A run for the quarterback. Oh, he's got some, and into the end zone. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You played through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That's going to do it from here. For David